Hey everybody, it's Lewis Porter Jr. Getting everything ready since we've got a lot of stuff going on today that's actually not, business related, but it's good to talk about and so everybody will know what's going on. Oh, today is what? It is October the 5th. It's Wednesday, October the 5th. This is going to be an unusual type of show. But I'm sure a lot of you've heard we have a very large hurricane that's coming our way in South Florida. So when I got home from work today, I spent 2.5 lovely hours putting up shutters and making sure that the house was all safe and we're going to be okay. So at least no matter what, we can survive the storm. But I am so tired and so worn out. It's not even funny. So it was pretty tough. And man, it was tough. So now I'm getting everything together for the show, and I realized, I didn't really talk about what we're gonna do for the show. But the show today was really about comics, and I got my books, but I only got 3 books today. So I really can't even talk about them because I only read one of them, and I used the word read, but I should have said I skimmed through it because I was looking at art and stuff like that. Hey BG, what's going on? So yeah, this might be a very quick show, or unless something comes up that I haven't noticed, and I can comment on it. But it's gonna be one of those shows. Plus, hey man, I got this hurricane coming. I got to worry about this hurricane. I'm gonna actually check the map while I'm talking about stuff. I'm waiting for other people to join on to see what we're doing. Currently, it's a Category 3, which is still a bad storm. I've had the pleasure of going through Category 3s. It's 115 miles an hour. Let's see where it currently is now. But that's the fun part of finding these things, is finding out where we are. Oh, where I live, actually, wait a minute. Wow. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Oh. Let me see if I can get close. So, looking at the most current map, I am, and I mean this literally, barely out of the cone of danger here. Hey, Sean. For this hurricane, so it is still. I don't ever trust these things. I mean, weathermen can be 80% times wrong and they still get paid. I think it's ridiculous. So, but it's a hurricane. I got to be careful. So, but right now, the last update we had was from 8 o'clock. It is nearing Nassau, the Bahamas, and it's coming our way. And they think it's going to be a Category 4 by the time it reaches. So Thursday at 2 will still be, between Nassau and Miami. They think it's going to be a Category 4, and then that's at 2 p.m. And then 2 a.m. Friday, they're going to be in Palm Beach. And then by 2 o'clock, I'll be near Orlando, which means on Friday, I'll be going back to work, I'm hoping, so we can get some stuff together and make sure everything's okay. But we'll see what's going on, because you never know. You never know what's going on. We got a hurricane. But, that's the cool thing is, though, I'm off Monday and Tuesday. So no matter what, I get a 4-day weekend. So I'm rocking that 4-day weekend. So there we go. All right. So today, I picked up this Champions. I got to put it up higher. This Champions. Yeah, this is better. The reason I picked this up really is, about. Oh, look, I like the original Champions when Marvel came out from a long time ago, and I thought this would be a cool book. Plus, Mark Waid wrote it, so I know it's going to be solidly written. And Alberto Ramos did the art with another very stylized kind of art style. But I think it's solid enough that it should work for this book. So I'm gonna check it. I'm actually gonna, because I skimmed through it. It looked nice. I got to really read it and get the whole deal. So I can't really say much about that. I also picked up Doctor Strange. I've been reading Doctor Strange since the new revamp, and I've been very, very happy with the quality of it. Hey Jeff, what's going on? I think it's the storyline that's got me interested. Jason Aaron, who's been doing the storyline for this, is a really amazing writer. I'm really becoming one of his bigger fans. Just all of a sudden, this guy's doing cool stuff. So, boom, check it out. I haven't read it, but I'm assuming it's going to be good. But Doctor Strange with the Bow and Arrow, that's what this is about, and the series has been pretty interesting. So I'm definitely picking up the trade. So there you go. That tells you how much I might be interested. And my guilty pleasure once again, this Future Quest. Let me put it up here. This Future Quest. I'm loving this book because really, it is just my childhood on paper, and it's awesome. It's just and the artwork's awesome too. I really love the art for this book, and I wish I wish Hanna-Barbera would have come earlier and done this. I would have been buying this. Oh my God, Hanna-Barbera's characters are awesome. They're all like very, very cool and unique. So yeah, I once again, great book. I'm enjoying it. I haven't read this one, but I'm assuming it's gonna be just as good. And then I picked up something out of the dollar pile, Southern Bastards, done by Jason Aaron again. And I'd want to check this out. And they've referred to this, and like, okay, this adds is the best. Welcome to Craw Country, the home of deep fried crime. And it's like got a lot of rednecks going on there, some dangerous stuff. This could be good. This got some good stuff, and Jason Aaron knows how to write, so I think it'll be a solid book. I'm gonna check out this one. It's a buck. It's a buck. See, they just a buck. A buck. I like it. I become a fan, and I buy more books. So that's what I've been. That's what today was. It was very, very quick since I was grabbing stuff, of course, for the hurricane and getting all our food and stuff. So I really don't have anything major to talk about today. So this is one of those days that we might just have some interesting questions pop up. I'm all, I'm hurricaned out. It's just one of those things. When you live in Florida, hurricanes happen, so you have to focus on them. So when it pops up, you actually got to pay attention. Like, oh, this could be bad for us. But it happens sometimes. So let's talk about something interesting. All right, I'm looking at RPG now, and I'm gonna check out how our sales have done. Product analysis report on Neo Exodus. Neo Exodus, we just released the new version of it, which is finally done. I mean, wow, man, I people don't understand how glad I am that book is done. You just don't understand, and it's really not even done. I still got to print out. I do prints of the actual hardcover version, but the new one has come out, which I'm appreciating. And so I'm looking at some of the stats, and we sent out well over 200 something free emails to the donors so they could go download their copies. And roughly about half of them have come back. That's good. Yeah, that's good. We also sold some, which I've been very impressed with. Yeah, that's a lot. Wow, that's a lot of coupons we sent out. No, so yeah, so about half the people have redeemed their coupons. I hope that more than half will redeem them because it's your thing. Why not get it? It's a good deal. Some other people. Oh, look at this! Someone bought our bundle. I see because it has. This is a cool thing I like about RPG Now. I like the stats behind it. I'm very big on the stats. A lot of people didn't know. I become a big stat monster. Well, I've always been a stat monster. So you can see, the average price for people who paid for my book has been $11.83. Now, the first thing popped in my head is like, well, the book's on sale for $11.99. How could you get that? And this is the minimum was $9.47. And I realized we put it in a bundle. So we have a bundle that people can pick up. I forgot what the price of the bundle is. I can check that out for you. But let me put in the bundle. Let me just check it. I'll put. So people seem interested. People are buying. Roughly for every 50 views we get a sale. Well, 50.1 to be exact. And we got a lot of people who have it on the wish list and a lot of people have it on the shopping cart. So I think this is going to be a nice continuous seller. For me, I know I'm going to get an opportunity to go back and probably update some of the older stuff to this more modern look that we've done with the system for Neo Exodus. And a lot of stuff, that most of the stuff is probably built for Pathfinder, but we're going to clean it up, make it a little bit better, get it a little more excited. So I like that. I think it's going to be a cool deal, and I'm happy with it. I'm very happy with this book. It took a long time, and so many people worked on this book, and I really, have to be so thankful for all the guys who wrote on this, even from the beginning. This is one of those projects. It's a long-term project. It's always been a long-term project, and I prepared for it to be tough. And oh my God, it's going to be so long, and it's worked out very well. So I'm very happy about that. So very cool. Yeah, so now we can talk about some. Okay, let me do a little promotion since something just gave me a thought. Thinking, of course, on October 21st, we're gonna have Owen Casey Stevens coming live on the show. It's a Friday. I believe it's 9 o'clock Eastern time, so 6 o'clock Pacific. We're gonna have him come on. He's gonna talk about some stuff. I'm really gonna try to see if we can talk more about his freelancing, since he does so much, work for everybody. I think it's a great opportunity to really get a better understanding of how he does it so well, so consistently. It's like, holy cow, man, that guy works a lot. He works a lot. He's working with 4 companies now. So I think that's just a lot of good information that you will find interesting and a lot of people will find useful who want to, just get in this business. I mean, Owen is a prime example of a guy who got into the business and has stayed for a very long time and has worked his way up through the industry. And, you know, does anybody have anything bad to say about Owen? I haven't heard anything bad to say about Owen yet. I mean, I haven't seen people, I've never heard somebody even say, oh, I don't like that guy. You know, I've had people who don't like me. I mean, that's no big deal. I've been disliked by lots of people. I'm okay with that. But, like, I've never ever heard someone say, oh, and Casey Stevens, I can't stand that guy. So, you know, that's a good thing. That's an art. Legitimately, in his case, it's an art. He's a good guy. Like I said, if Owen wasn't a good guy, I wouldn't have him come on the show, and I wouldn't have him talk, and I wouldn't give all this information. And he's doing it for free. He's at his own channel on YouTube, so he's been doing this for a while. And this Owen's that kind of guy. And a lot of people, I think, who want to be in this industry don't know how to go about it. I think Owen will provide you with a lot of just perspective from someone who's, you know, worked his way up. And there's nothing wrong with working your way up in the system and working for it. I said, you know, everybody knows I don't want to work for another company. I like my company. I like what I do. Would I want to expand it? Maybe. You know, after talking to Owen, getting a text from him last night, I might be thinking about expanding it. So, you know, it's there's so much potential there for all kinds of stuff. So definitely come by. You're going to love it. It'll be very, very interesting, and I think you'll be very, 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 very much informed. What other fun stuff we can talk about? Oh, I know something we can talk about, and this will be fun, at least for me. Our Patreon project. We're doing our Patreon project, Infinite Dungeon. I have taken a couple of days off because of New Exodus, but we've still been getting people very, very interested in what's going on with this project. And the project doesn't officially start till November next month, and we're still putting out little things, getting you interested, putting that stuff out. So, you know, if you want to check by our Patreon page, I'll put it up now. So I'll put it in there into our notes. And, you know, I think Infinite Dungeon is going to be a lot of fun for a lot of people, especially if you are, you know, let's be honest, not everybody can play as much as they want to. And we built it in a way that, you know, you get products every day and you can play this dungeon as fast or as slow as you want to. So it's got the really positive aspect about that. And I know the guys are working on level 2. Rich Redmond, I believe, is working on level 2. Jeff Lee is working, I think, on 3. Are you working on 3? Jeff, what level are you working on if you're still watching? Put in the notes so I can remember, because I'm getting old and crazy. And then 4, I think Michael McCarthy's working on, because that one was one when I wanted to do. I said steampunkish was, I think, the term I used, and big kind of robot-ish things, very clunky machines. And I think he's doing that for that level. So, you know, there'll be some action in there. And, you know, I also, I'll tell you the truth, on the higher levels, I'm tempted. I'd like to see some other people write some stuff that would be, you know, cool for it. You know, I mean, there's a lot of guys I'd like to get right for this. I mean, dude, could you imagine? You know, you get Nick Logue do a level for us. How crazy would that level be? You know, that might be awesome. Ooh, see, now I'm thinking that might be awesome. Ooh. Yeah, that would be awesome. So some other stuff that we're working on, I can actually write about this. So a while back, Jeff Lee was kind enough to do Monsters of Neo Exodus Dragons, which got a lot of rave reviews. And the guys gave it a great review. Level 3. See, I thought Jeff Lee was doing level 3. I knew that. Got a lot of like rave reviews that people really, really liked it. And Jeff just finished the Psionic Dragon. So he did Dreamscar Press and Psionic and Psychic Magic versions of 4 each for four dragons. Well, really 8 of them, but 4 and 4, good and bad. Was it good and bad? Yeah, good and bad. And the Dragon Lord. So basically, it's a new version of our Dragon book. If you like your Dragon book, this is going to be cool because you got Psionics any way you want it. I keep saying Psionics because I think Psionics. I think Dreamscar Press. So I should say Psionics and Psychic Magic. There's versions of both for you can play. So you can, doesn't matter what system you use, boom, we got you covered. And Jeff, of course, did an awesome job on this. The artwork on this is awesome. I think it's going to be another great seller. I think a lot of people are going to be impressed. But I think this is probably going to be the last Dragon book we do for a while. So maybe we've done 2 Dragon books back to back, and I might even put them in one big book together that we'll be putting out to publish. But I gotta see. But man, like what's next? What's next? Oh, there's so much stuff that's next to be interesting, but I can't tell you. Okay, I'll tell you this one idea. So this is So I keep talking about organized play, and I keep thinking, wow, I'd like to do something cool with organized play, and da 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 da. And I keep thinking, because when I told you this before, I think I've mentioned everybody, we built it in a structure where, Gen Con is the beginning of it, Winter Fantasy is the middle, and Origins is the end, and then it loops around to the next year from there. So I keep getting this idea in my head. I don't even know why it keeps coming back to my head, and I didn't realize I'm interested in this because it's not something I would be typically be interested in. So I wanted to do kind of an invasion, because you don't really do a lot of people do typical invasions of countries, but they never do invasions of worlds by other worlds and other people. So I thought that could be a kind of a cool idea to do, and I keep going back to setting it up kind of very similar to Marvel Comics War of Kings. They had a couple things in there I really liked very much so, including like in the first issue, the big wedding scene where it's a sneak attack by the Shire versus against the Kree. And the Kree get their hand, they just get like abused, and it's awesome. And I think that would be a cool start off from any good any good series. And even playing it out like at Gen Con, in my head, I'm always seeing it like we're gonna have a big battle interactive, and there'll be a big castle, and each table will be depending one section of the wall. And then if you fail the wall, this piece is gonna fall down. You're gonna kill this thing, and then you get inside it, and there'll be even more battles, and then it's like a whole blown out kind of thing. And this is all in my head. I haven't written any of this stuff. I haven't pitched to anybody. I haven't even gotten it out to anybody at all. But it's in my head, and I'm like, ooh. And I keep thinking, who do I want the villains to be? Who would make a cool villain that people have never seen before in this way? Because that's really what I'm about, trying to find new and interesting ways to make stuff, that you already know, very cool. So I kept thinking, I'm like, I really would love to do a Roman-based look and feel, because Romans have been overdone. That being said, are still pretty cool. I mean, the whole idea, the whole mindset, you could do that really well. And I kept saying, what would work well with them? What would really, 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 really work well? And I kept thinking and kept thinking and kept thinking and kept thinking. And then it came to me. I said, oh, you know what you could do? You could do Drow as Romans. My boss just gave me a very weird phone text message. He's on the roof. I guess he's putting up his shutters. He's gonna see if he can help me out. There's a problem at work, but it's 9:00, and I don't think we're gonna solve it tonight. So whatever. Hurricane problems. So Drow as Romans. Because think about it. Think about it for a second. Let's sit down and think about it for a second. The politics alone, they got that. They got that covered. Very much the politics, the backstabbing, and just imagine Drow in like very Roman-esque look. That could be awesome. That could be a great look for, and have them, of course, be the bad guys, and just and maybe even keep like the same, I said Roman name, like you call them centurions, and you could. This could be awesome. This could be the hot new thing. I'm debating it. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. No, maybe one day soon. You never know. You never know. That's a thought. Good tip. So we've got that going on. We've got other little stuff, and we're always doing what other things. Since it's October, I think I'll keep promoting Obsidian Apocalypse. Of course, if you haven't picked it up yet, it's a great for it's Halloween season, so this is the book that I think is a great one if you like horror. I don't think anyone has done it better than us. No one, and I mean that legitimately. I think Rich Redmond did an awesome idea on this book. It is awesome. It is incredible. Yeah, I use the word awesome a lot. It's my word, but I keep using it, so I don't care. It is awesome, and you should pick it up if you haven't picked it up. I think you'll be very happy and very pleased. And like I said, you can use it, each little world we built individually, or you can mash them all together. That's what makes it even cooler. So, boom. That's good stuff. That's the fun stuff, man. I like to have fun and do stuff like this. I love this life. This life is awesome. So there you go. So yeah, so we're really kind of doing that kind of stuff today. We've got a little projects I'm finishing up and moving along. I guess I should talk about Crisis the World Eater, since I really haven't talked about that in a long time. So yeah, Crisis the World Eater has come to a stop because of everything going on with New Exodus. And now that if we can, well, we are done. Well, done. We'll start moving back with that and putting that book together and getting that stuff together. I really enjoy, like I said, I've enjoyed doing these Kickstarters. I think these Kickstarters have been very helpful and worked very well. That being said, I also don't want to overdo the Kickstarters. I think people kind of go to the Kickstarter well a little too often. And that's not a bad thing to say. It's just, I think some people are like, oh, I'm going to do another book for a Kickstarter. And you go, it's like, well, if you've got the money from the last Kickstarter, why don't you just do something cool? Well, what, And that kind of is one of those moments of, I'm not mad at anyone doing Kickstarter like that, because it's your choice. You can do whatever you want. This is America. But at the same time, I think we should try other avenues of ways to generate money. That being said, and I've said it before, I think, I kept saying prosper. I think, good Lord, Patreon is another great way to go about that. I think Patreon could be a really great source for at least at the minimum, the smaller guys. If you look at who's the first I'm thinking of is Clinton Boomer. Clinton Boomer, just made a little mistake there. Sorry. Clinton Boomer has done very, very well on Patreon. Selling to that level, and I think a lot of people like that. I think people like him doing it. I think they appreciate the work he's done, and it's solid work. It's not like he's doing some hack work or something. It's all good stuff. So it's like, hey, try out Patreon, try this out. So I think, I said I love Kickstarter, but I think Patreon has a couple of things that make it even more interesting and more solid. That's just my thought on that. So there you go. Anything else that's important? Do I see anything that's happened in the news? I haven't seen any news come out lately, but I've been avoiding a lot of news, so I can't really say anything. Great. No one has caused any havoc. Nothing's screaming out. That's good. That's good. The industry is doing pretty well. If you supported the Black Diamond Games, I know they're working on their community game center expansion. I've been watching that. Gary Ray's a friend of ours and a friend of the show, so you want to check it out. They're doing very, very well. I think they said they failed their inspection. They failed their inspection the first time, so I think they've got to get everything up to code or something like that. But hey, boom! I think these guys will get it done very, very soon. Gary Ray's been very, very transparent about the whole event and doing everything, and I think he's going to make an awesome, awesome place. I would love to get out to San Francisco to check it out. It's funny. Okay, let's talk about trips. Now that I've decided this is coming up, I'll talk about some other stuff. So I would really, 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 really like to start traveling more and doing more conventions and getting out more and just seeing more stuff. And the issue always becomes like, Lucas and dealing with that kind of stuff. So I'm like, how am I going to do this year? I really want to go. And Lucas is still too young to really go to cons and spend a lot of time. But he's like, look, he's in kindergarten. He's like, I don't want to do this. I'm bored. I want to go do something else. I want to play outside. It's hard to do the business you need to do while your son is screaming, I can't stand it here. This sucks. I want to do something else. He really doesn't say that. I'm saying it, but you know how it is. But I think there's a way to probably do cool stuff. And this weekend, the plan was, and I do mean plan, the plan was to go to, I showed you yesterday. Is it anywhere near reach? I can grab for it. The summoning. Crap. I don't have it anywhere near me. I had a thing yesterday. I thought it was close enough. I'm still looking. I'm not giving up yet. Yes! The summoning. We'll do both. The summoning. And it's happening this weekend. The downside is happening this weekend down in Miami. And we might have a hurricane same weekend. But, they're playing Pathfinder Society, Living Arcanist, Marvel Superheroes. Every time I see that, I get more excited. I really want to play Marvel Superheroes again. I really do. And I think it'd be kind of cool. And they're doing all kinds of campaigns. So I might be going to it. Oh, God, right in front of me, next to me. How retarded is that? I'm hoping to go to it and to really see what's going on. So if you happen to be in the area and you've got some free time on the weekend and you've not been blown away, I have not been blown away also on this hurricane, you might want to check out the summoning. I think it is a cool idea. I think that in South Florida, we need more gaming anyway, just because it's South Florida. If you don't know anything about South Florida, it's beautiful all the time, so it's tough to do a lot of gaming because you can be outside at the beach just having a good time. When you have a choice of being outside and just being inside, it's kind of easy to figure out what's going to be your thing. Oh, very nice. Just checking something out. I want to see if I can get a link for this so I can have it. So just in case you guys are interested, you want to know about it, I'm going to have to find this on Facebook. Oh, no, there it is. There's a link. They have it on Meetup. Isn't technology amazing? All the cool stuff in tech. I love this. So I'll put this in there because I think we all should want to know and be fans of this. So if you happen to be in Florida or up near Miami and you have some free time, come on by. I think they'll appreciate it. Tell them that Louis Porter Jr. sent you. It sounds cool when it sounds like that. What can I say? So that's about it. Yeah, I'm really tired. I'm really still sore from putting all that stuff up. I'm just making it sound like I'm not really tired, but I really am kind of tired. So I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna wait for this whole hurricane thing to blow over and see if I have power, because that's all I really care about, is having some power. Because I don't want to be in a hot house in South Florida in October with temperatures in the 90s with no AC. That wouldn't be pleasant. What can I say? All right, everybody. You have a lovely day. Tomorrow, if I have power and the hurricane has not blown us away, I'm sure we'll do a show about something. I'll find, if I, like, once again, a lot of ifs. So if you don't see a show on Thursday, don't be surprised. If you see one, be surprised. It could be awesome. You might find me like in my backyard with my computer on and just everything blown out. You never know. We'll see. We'll see. All right, everybody. You'll have a good day, and I'll talk to you possibly tomorrow. Bye.